Hello everyone and welcome to the ESOL and Community Learning Open Day here at our very modern building in Wood Street. I want to tell you a little bit about our courses in ESOL and community learning. So what can you study? We have a huge range of programs for adults, and they start from pre-entry, which is for beginners, through to entry 1, entry 2, entry 3, and then on to the higher levels of level 1 and level 2. And when you get to level 2, then you can move into higher level courses within the college. These courses are about 6 hours a week. So you study for 6 hours a week on the adult courses. We do have longer courses at our higher levels, and they are ESOL with health and social care, and they are at level 1 and level 2. And for those courses, you study 6 hours of English and 4 to 5 hours of health and social care. You also study maths and IT, and you have work experience as well. You can study ESOL and childcare. And at Southgate, you can also study ESOL with science and electrical installation. And then we also run ESOL business here at Wood Street, or at Colindale, we have ESOL with hairdressing. These all are very vocational qualifications, so the English you learn will help you get a job or get onto a higher level course in that area. We also have a range of programs for 16 to 18-year-olds, and you study where you study 14 to 15 hours per week. And I'm going to talk a little bit about those in a minute. We also have maths and computer courses for ESOL adult learners. So as well as your ESOL course, you can also study maths and IT and get a functional skills qualification in maths and IT. So our young adult program for 16 to 18s, as I said, consists of English, maths and IT, and employability, where you learn all about the world of work and how to prepare to get a job. On our higher level courses, we also have work experience for 2 weeks, where we send you to a local employer that you're in a work in a work placement that you're interested in, to give you work experience. So people go and work for retail companies such as Boots, Waitrose, Marks and Spencers, or in charity shops. And a lot of students continue to volunteer in the charity sector. We've also had students work in design studios, for IT companies, for for car garages, doing mechanics. So whatever interests you. On our Young ESOL programs, there is a strong emphasis on your welfare and how to help you study and become a resilient learner. So there's a big focus on your personal well-being and looking at the support we can give you to help you succeed. So as well as studying, you will also have an enrichment program, and this can include sports and science or media. And we will also go on, when we can, a lot of trips, and we have a lot of other organisations such as art companies, drama companies, coming into college and running sessions with our learners. So you get a huge variety of different experiences here at the college. And as I said, you also get the opportunity at the higher levels to get 2 weeks work experience. And a lot of our learners go on to get jobs from our work experience. So when can you study? What times can you study? On the adult courses and on ESOL vocational courses, you can study mornings and afternoons, and we also run adult courses in the evenings. For young ESOL, you will come in for 4 days a week, morning and afternoon. You have 1 day free, but the courses run for 4 days a week. At the moment, our adult courses are mainly online, but we do have some classes in college. Our young ESOL courses are mainly in college with some online classes. So there's a big variety of ways in which you can learn. What exams will I take? So all our courses lead to a nationally recognised exam run by the Ascentis exam board. And you will take exams in speaking, listening, reading and writing. On the adult courses, in the autumn term, most students take a speaking and listening exam. And at the moment, all our students are preparing for their exams that are coming up in the next few weeks. Most students in the spring term take a reading exam and in the summer term a writing exam. So at the end of the year, you will have had 3 sets of exams. They may not be all at the same level. We will put you in at the right level for you. So for example, you might be speaking and listening entry 3, but your reading and writing might be entry 2, or they might be level 1. So we will look at you and look at the level that is right for you. You can also take functional skills, maths and IT. And these are really important for moving into work. A maths qualification is really important, and lots of employers look to see if you have maths. They also like to see that you have an IT qualification as well, and that's very useful for getting jobs. On the vocational programs, you will get a vocational qualification, a nationally recognized vocational qualification in business, childcare, health and social care, hair and beauty, electrical installation, and science. And these will help you then move on to higher level qualifications, which will help you get a job. For example, in an office, in a children's centre, or in a care home, or in a hair and beauty salon, or if you wanted to move into electrical installation, getting you a job as an electrician, or for the science program, moving on to A levels and university. Many of our learners go on to study at higher levels and move into university or jobs. Okay, so where can you study? We have 4 campuses. Today we are at Wood Street, but if Wood Street is not your nearest campus, then we have campuses at Colindale, Edmonton Green, and Southgate. You can find the addresses for all of these campuses on our website under college locations, and it tells you which buses and which tubes you can take to get to the campuses. So when you enroll, the advice that we give to you when you are studying is find a quiet place to study, to do your homework, or if at the moment with online classes to have your lessons. Keep in touch with us. If you're not able to come to class, you can always chat with your teacher over Teams or using your college or personal email. Download Microsoft apps such as the college email app and OneDrive. A lot of your lessons will be through the Microsoft Teams app, and OneDrive is a place to store all the documents, all the pieces of homework and pictures that you might write and create in your lessons. Also, OneNote is we use a lot of the class lesson is taught through OneNote, but your teacher will help you understand and use all these apps. If you do have problems, you can always come into the college campus and come to the Learning Resource Centre, and one of our Learning Resource Centre assistants will help you if you are having problems using Teams and learning online. So as I have mentioned, at the moment, we have changed the way that we are learning. So some of our lessons are online using Microsoft Teams, and some are in college. Some classes, half the students are in college and half the students are learning online because we limit the number of students in a room to keep everybody safe. But you will always be learning with us during your class time. So students need to check in with the tutors, they need to check when they're studying, and they need to also do extra work at home. So what do we expect of you as a student at Barnet and Southgate College? Well, we expect you to come to every single lesson. We know that sometimes people get ill or things happen in life, but we expect you to always contact your tutor and let us know if you can't make a lesson. But we do expect you to come to every lesson that you possibly can. We we like you to arrive 5 minutes early before the lesson so you're ready to learn. So if you come into campus, be there before the lesson starts, or if you're online, make sure you switch on your computer, get onto Teams before the lesson, so you are there for the start of the lesson. We expect you to do all your homework. We also want you to be organized and have a pen, books, a file, and carry all this in a bag if you're coming to college, or be ready at home with pen and paper. When you come into college, it's really important you wear your ID badge at all times so that we know that you are that who you are and that you are one of our students. And that helps us to keep you safe. So we know who's in campus at all times. So, in terms of behavior, we expect everybody to be respectful. We expect everybody to be ready to learn, and that's how we can keep you safe. So, if you want to study an ESOL course, There's several ways you can do that. I've put up a QR code that you can click on your phone, and that will take you through to um, the inquiries form on our website, where you just need to fill in your name and address and a few contact details, and we will put you on our database for learners who are interested in January courses. We're starting again in January, and uh, that is the next course that we will be recruiting for. So our spring term courses run from the beginning of January through to the first week in April. And during during those 12 weeks, you will be studying, most of you will be studying for a reading exam. So if you are interested, look on our website, fill in the form or scan the QR code. Or if you have any questions, do call us on 020 8200 8300. You can also email myself, I'm Helen, and or Sharon, who looks after courses at Southgate and Edmonton Green, and I look after the courses in Colindale and Wood Street. I've just given you some useful websites to look at if you want to study, if you want to improve your English while you're waiting for your next course. These are some really useful websites to practice your speaking, your listening, your reading and writing. And also if you wanted extra homework during your courses. Always try and push yourself and do a little bit more, and then your journey to being fluent in English will be a lot quicker. So, where do our students end up? Many students move on to higher level courses such as BTECs and A levels or the GCSE packages, um, and ultimately university. Some of our students study and work at the same time with apprenticeships, and many of our students move on into well-paid jobs. So we have some very successful learners coming out of Barnet and Southgate ESOL courses. I just want to tell you a little bit more about community learning. So moving on from ESOL and looking at courses that we run not in the main campuses, but out in the community, in schools, in community centres, in places of worship. We run a lot of different courses that might interest you. So we do run ESOL in the community. These tend to be short 2-hour courses per week. So they're for learners who can't commit to 6 hours or more in college. But apart from ESOL, we also run arts and craft courses. We run some lovely painting and drawing courses. We run some maths courses and computer courses, some health and well-being if you want to improve your mental health, or if you want to learn about hair and beauty. We have a huge variety of different courses, and these can be found. The information on all the different courses can be found uh, at this address on our website. So think about a different type of course if you're interested, not just in ESOL, but in other things, because they will always help developing your language. Um, you can contact us directly about community courses or send an email to this address about community courses. So now I'm just going to look and see if you have any questions for me. Thank you. So I've got a question here about drawing and sewing classes. Yes, we do have drawing classes at the Rainbow Centre in Dollis Valley. And if you are interested in drawing classes, do look on, follow the links for the community information line or to contact us directly. We've also run a variety of sewing classes. I'm not sure if any are currently running because of COVID, but we've certainly in the past run a lot of different sewing classes in the community. So do contact the community, the community line, to see if there currently are any sewing classes. Where does the anger management course take place? I think at the moment that currently there's one running in the Burnt Oak area, but again, could you look on the community? Could you contact the community line, and they will be able to give you some more information um, about kind of health and well-being courses. I'm just having a look to see if there's any other questions in the chat to see if we've got any other coming up. Um, Somebody's asking about if they don't have Wi-Fi and they want to study an online course. If you don't have Wi-Fi at home or a computer, you can always come into college and use one of the computers in the Learning Resource Centre. And so that won't stop you from learning with us. Somebody else was asking about exams and whether they're online. Our exams are actually face to face. So you would come into college and take an exam with us face to face. Okay, I think those are all the questions. So thank you so much for listening to us and joining in. Sorry, there's one last question. Yes, I've got a question here asking about English classes. Yes, please, if you're interested in English classes, click on the link for our ESOL inquiries form. Just fill in your details and we will be in contact with you. So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. I hope I've answered your questions. And please look at the web links for more information about ESOL and community classes. Thank you so much. Goodbye.